for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, really do want to lock first. I think it's incredibly important to actually dodge some of these killer teams here that are going to be coming out in first seed. You're going to be really scared against teams like Gen.G and JDG and so on. The end of the world here by any means. And as you said, Betty, I do think Trimby would have had to commit to the Q start. Oh, the hook in early. Trimby's in trouble.
The first pull hits, and Jackie Love's ready to flash follow. Lamorato's going to do it. It's first blood of the Jackie Love. Comp goes right back in, and he gets him right back. 1-1 in the bottom lane.
At the end of the day, is coming back to cover. They know that there could be an angle. They're actually spam pinging the brush that Malrang was in. They didn't have vision on him, but they have the read. Yeah. Top knowing that, hey, we don't have flash on Jackie Love. It's a wave that's being stacked towards us. That's,
oh my God, Mark, let's go! He goes for the flash, he goes for the pull, he goes in, and Jackie goes to 2 kills.
2 hooks, 2 kills. Mark is going off, and now Odo in trouble.
Wayward's going after him. I'm loving the emote game from Top Esports here. Oh. Odo with the flash out. We're going to see Malrang back down around here again soon, too, trying to make something happen. You can see he's making his way back down into his own jungle. He's level 4. TN is level 5. That could be a big difference if they find themselves in a 1v1 here in the jungle, but Malrang's not even going to risk it. He'll walk straight down the lane. TN starts up the Gromp in the enemy jungle. X-Flash over the wall. Pull, hits again. It's point and click for Mark.
He don't miss. Mark on the Blitzcrank is making it look easy. Tien is here, and they're positioning like they want to dive.
And yes, they will. Malrang has to flash back underneath the turret, and Top will not be able to complete this just yet, but I don't think they're done. Mark finally hits an air ball, and that means Top's calling it off.
It was such a big... For basically taking those skill matchups, they're going to come out ahead.
Absolutely, and I mean, Trimby, at the end of the day, he's been playing mostly enchanters throughout Worlds. You know, he does have the 1 engage game on the Recon, but when he's on those enchanters, the primary engage becomes Malrang, and there's a lot of pressure on him. And your job becomes so tough, though. They are looking for a top.
Well, there's your primary engage, there's your primary target, and
Nicely
there's
done.
a kill. Frodo up.
You know, I was going to say, it's so hard as a jungler when you have 3 losing lanes to be able to find those angles because you're often pushed in. There are these wards that start appearing in your jungle, but, you know, it's a nice lane gang there.
That turret making sure they do enough so the minions can get him the second plate, and with Top's control over the bottom lane, now they can move over to the Drake.
But this is exactly what we were talking about, right? Push in mids, they used their push in mid to rotate towards the bot side. They got deep vision, which means that Malrang's forced to play very hesitantly. Like, you can see he queued over the wall to get to his wolves because he's so afraid of just face checking into his jungle, which then gives agency for the converted into a tower. It's just clean play. Top Esports playing the map beautifully, and they're enabling Jackie Love. Look, he's going to get all of the plate gold. Of course, Tian securing a small part of it, but the resources being funneled into Jackie Love are just phenomenal right now.
I mean, the solo gold on the tower there, he's now nearly 3,000
millisecond too slow, so he wasn't able to find the sweet spot. Now Malrang's coming up, but Jien's ready to join. Can they keep Wayward alive? Yes, they can! Minion bullets say no! It's 1 for 1. Knight makes his way into the top side as Odwamne tries to get back underneath the turret. Whirling Death will not find a kill in the bottom lane, but Comp and Trimby continue to have to play off the back foot.
Yeah, and they're down all of their summoners there. The Ignite is spent from Trimby, both Flash and Heal spent from Comp as well. Odo is going to escape on that top side, but the kills do come back. Thankfully, at the very least, Malrang, with that challenging smite, I believe, finishing off Wayward there, has the burn onto him. So they get something, but Tien just invading relentlessly. Larson here, though, on the move, looking for a pick.
This could be big. Nicely done with a stolen Lee Sin ulti. Tien gets over the wall, but Malrang's ready to follow. Tien still tries to walk it off, but Vi hits hard.
Esports and JDG, that's why they were the contrast of styles. Top Esports could get ahead in the early game, but sometimes they fall short in the mid-game.
Uh-oh. Odo's ready to go over the wall, but guess who's waiting? He ended up actually bouncing over his head, but it won't matter. Mini Gnar can't survive that, and Wayward gets the money. Top
Side of the map a lot, but in terms of early ganks, it has been this top lane, and he still finds himself at 2-2-0. He's still ahead in farm, and he is still soaking up this pressure, allowing Top Esports to claim even more on the rest of the map.
And really, I mean, for Malrong, he's just had very limited options. You can't really attack the bot lane because unless you have perfect information and know where TN is, you're always going to lose the 3v3 when Draven is this far ahead.
Yeah.
So it just makes it so tough, but they're going to try to dive now.
And there it is. They burst him down before Aatrox is able to drain tank anything. But now Knight is ready for the cleanup. Sure, he can flip, making sure there's no sort of an opportunity for an execution or an outplay, and Knight picks up the money.
Still, I would say hunting for Odo now, though. Will they spot him recalling?
Here we go. Mark found him. Mark got him. And Jackie Love only has to put the auto attacks in. Stand aside will slow him down, but not enough to not get it without the flash. So Jackie at least has to spend a summoner spell, but that's
Fair. He's nearly doubling the gold of comp at this point. This Draven is out of control.
That is, for context, that's an Infinity Edge difference.
yeah.
That is the amount of, like, that,
At
that's how
this
much
point,
money
you can
they
just
have.
build an Infinity Edge without the 60% crit and it would still be fine.
Yeah, you guys remember a minute ago when I was like, yeah, Caitlyn only has item parts and Draven's popping off. Caitlyn still only has item parts. So
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Malrang?
it's a bit of a struggle here for comp and for Trim.
Draven, but if you truly excel on this champion, it can dominate a game, and we're seeing it here.
Tien
3
Knight.
items to 1 between them.
Tien's gonna start it off, but it's more about Knight coming in to deal the damage. Or is it? Tien's just whooping him on his own, but they want to put the money on the mid laner. Nope, never mind. Tien said, I did most of the work, I'm getting most of the money. Has the Narbar charged up. They might try to contest top here. Odwamne jumps in, forces
Wayward,
Mark
though,
to fight out
openness.
there. Wayward's still
Look
on
at
the
Knight,
flank.
look at Knight.
Knight's coming around from the other flank. It's going to be a pincer attack from top. Tien just baiting him in, starting up the Drake as Wayward and Knight make their way forward. Mark guarding Jackie. They're going to be dealing with Odo. Meanwhile, Wayward's going to be killed off too. Top laner for top laner. Tien still looking for a little bit more, and Knight just picks him up so easy. Malrang, he's nothing but food for them.
Odo, you know, with the Mega Gnar just running out, you know, flashes.
This gold,
I have nothing left to say other than
this gold chart is stupid. He's
Yeah.
4,000 ahead of his own teammate who's doing
my
the best
God.
other than him.
he's Draven, baby. There's very limited options for Rogue to really lock him down. As I say that, Wayward once again the point of attack.
All right, Wayward, can you get out of this one? Dashes over the wall there, has a blast cone waiting. Malrang still in hot pursuit here, but does not want to go any further. It gets too risky at that point. There it is, Soul Point secured for the side of top esports now too.
He's just making fun of him now.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's just clowning on him a little bit. Knight's coming up to help him. Now he's got back up. Now it's a fair fight. Wayward staying alive. Malrang
It's
goes
not
back up the
fair.
wall, but he's going to be killed first. It's 1-for-1 at least. Larson picks it up. Knight goes right back underneath the turret. Meanwhile, let's check in across the map as Tien goes on a killing spree, and Jackie's just beating the hell out of the tier 3 turret. It's gone. Inhibitor up next. Knight's ready to stop the backs here in the top lane. He'll only get the one. He flashes after Odwamne, and he's ready to try to continue the chase. Smoke screen goes down aggressively, just keeping the energy up. He doesn't even need
It's
E2.
over.
The game's just gonna end. Top Esports, they're on the Nexus at 24 minutes. The Draven is cutting through everything. Trimby trying to clear him away. Tien here on the front, Malrang jumps in, but that Draven just 4 hits him. And now, how can Larson even try to deal with it? Ace in the hole finds Tien, but it does less damage than a right click from the Draven at this point. They're stuck back in their own fountain. Comp and Trimby can do nothing, and Rogue will fall. Top Esports just padding the stats at this point. Knock them down. Top Esports take the win.
9-1-1 from Jackie Loves Draven, but the star for me is none other